what's up guys? John here, and in this lesson I want to show you how to play Lovesong by Adele. This song has a cool funky fingerstyle part that we're going to learn and break down step by step. If you've seen some of my other fingerstyle videos, maybe you followed my work, this is a great song for you to just kickstart your finger picking and get into it using just a few chords and 3 fingers of your picking hand. So we're going to learn the song in 3 different sections: an intro, a verse, and a chorus. So let's get into it. The first part is the intro. Again, I've got a capo on the 7th fret, so make sure you have your capo. You're going to put your first finger on the 2nd fret of the D string. Just 1 finger is all you need to play this chord. And with our picking hand, we're going to put our thumb on the 4th string and we're going to play that note. After that, we're going to take our index and middle and put them on the G and the B strings to get this sound. So we've got, okay, so thumb and then the fingers. And then we're going to do the fingers again 2 more times. So, and you'll notice I put my fingers on the strings to rest in between. So the rhythm is going to go 1 and 2, E and 1 and 2, E and So you got those funky 16th notes. So you're going to play 2 8th notes, 1 and then you're going to play on the E and the if you count 2 E and See that? 1 and 2 E and It's important to get this rhythm because this is the motor of the whole song. So just practice that a few times. 1 and 2 E and 1 and 2 E and. It's a 2-beat pattern that we're going to play twice to get 1 measure. So 1 and 2 E and 3 and 4 E and okay? That first chord is an E minor chord, and it's based off what you may know as E minor, like this. All 6 strings, or maybe play it like this. But we're just picking out 3 strings out of that chord, so it gets a cool kind of small sound. Okay, so for the intro, we're going to do that pattern 4 times. So we're going to go 2, 3, 4. And that's it. That's your intro. So it all stays on that E minor chord. That's the first section of the song. So let's do it together 1 time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 E and 3 and 4 E and 1 and 2 E and 3 and 4 E and That's your intro. Then we start the verse, which is this walk down chord progression. It sounds like this. So we're going to be using the chords E minor over D, C major 7, and B5. So let me show you those shapes. E minor, we learned already. First finger on the 2nd fret of the D string. Play open G and open B. Then we're literally just going to take that finger off for the next chord. That's E minor over D. Then put your 2nd finger on the 3rd fret of the A string. Still keep your index and your middle finger of your picking hand on the G and the B string. So what's happening between all these chords is just the bass note is moving. So I call it a walk down progression because the bass is actually just walking down the scale. And then on this last chord, we're going to go to a B5, which is going to be first finger on the 2nd fret of the A string, 3rd finger on the 4th fret of the D string, and your 4th finger right underneath it on the 4th fret of the G string. So you should have 2, 4, 4. Okay, so what's happening here with the pattern is we're going 1 and 2 E and 3 and 4 E and 1 and 2 E and then on this last chord we're going to kind of anticipate that chord and get to these 2 fingers here before we put down the bass note. So it's da, dum, da, da. Now for that, your index and middle of your picking hand have to come up from the G and the B strings to the D and the G string. So they just come up one string. Okay? Then we're going to play these open strings and start again. See that? Okay, this is the verse. Da, 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 with you. Walking down that chord progression. So the intro is just the first chord, E minor, and then the verse begins the walk down, which starts on E minor, but then walks down to E minor over D, C major 7, and B5. The last part we're going to learn is the chorus, and this part sounds like this. So for that chorus, I'm going to continue that same funky picking pattern with my fingers here, my picking fingers, and then we're just going to change the chords with our fretting hands. So the chorus starts on the C major 7, which is going to be your second finger on the 3rd fret of the A string. And then again, your index and middle are on the G and the B strings. See that? 1 and 2, E and Then we're going to go to an A minor chord, which is going to be from the A string down, open, 2, 2, 1, open. So we'll do the same picking, but our thumb is going to go on the A string for the root note. Then we'll go to E minor. I'll just keep my second finger there, and then take it off for E minor over D. Okay, this progression is going to repeat 3 times. So we've got C major 7, A minor, E minor, E minor over D. Now the way that I play A minor, I play it like this. It's open, 2, 2, 1, 0. I play both those notes with one finger. So it may look confusing. I know people get confused by this, but that's how I play it. So it's an A minor, same A minor that most people play. So when we finish this off, after we do that progression 3 times, we're going to go back to the first chord, C major 7, and then we'll add in this B7 chord. We'll just hit that note and let it ring out. We'll just kind of just brush through it like that with our thumb. So we've got 2 on the A string, 1 on the D string, 2 on the G string with fingers 2, 1, 3. Then you play open B. You're going to mute the high E and the low E. That's your B7 chord. So the last time through this chorus is going to go C major 7 and then just B7. And then that's where we actually go back to the first part, the verse progression. So let's play this one time together. We're going to play the chorus. We'll end on that B7 chord. Starting on C major 7, 1, 2, 3, 4. A minor, E minor, E minor over D, C major 7, this is our second time, A minor, E minor. You got this. Third time, last time we're going to go C major 7 and end on B7. All right, so you've learned the intro, you've learned the verse and the chorus. Let's try putting it all together. We're gonna start on that intro. We're gonna do that pattern 4 times or 2 bars. And then let's go through the first progression 4 times, end with the chorus. We'll hit that B7 and then just do an E minor chord to end, okay? Let's try it together. 1, 2, ready, play. Stay there. Now walk down. And repeat second time. And third time. One more time. And we'll go to the chorus. Chorus, C major 7, A minor, do that 3 times. Here's our second time. Third time. C major 7, B7, and end on E minor. Alright guys, I really hope you learned something in this lesson and it helps kickstart your fingerstyle playing. Be sure to share with a friend and make sure you're subscribed if you're not. We've got new videos dropping 3 times a week, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So make sure you're subscribed and drop a like if you learned something, and we'll see you in the next video.